register the user. So what we want to do is we want to go inside the fillables here, and let's go in and add in the 2 fields we need. So we need to have email verification code, and we need to have country. Otherwise, this will not work if you're gonna create a new user with these details here. So in here we can just say something like md5 and then rand 0 till 6, something like that. Just leave it like that for now. And then we're just gonna assign the country here. We are validating the user information. So pretty much that should be it for the authentication, no, sorry, for the registration of the user. So let's go in and test this. Right now we don't have any users in the database. If we go in here now and just register a user here, I myself just entered the details here, click sign up, and we get an error. So that's because I typed in ramp. I need to put in this. And it returns success. So what we have now is a random generated code here, which we later on are going to look at sending to an email here. This is going to be like, you know, we can go in here, for example, create auth verify, and then we can put in this code here, whatever that code might be. And that's basically our plan for verifying the user. And then at the end of that URL, let's go in and say, for example, 1. So like that, we will use some JavaScript code to get the ID and separate from the code, and that allows us to verify that it's the correct user ID. Plus, we have the code here just for some extra security. So, like, because you can't just go in and say I'll verify 1, because then if you just take the user ID and grab it, you might be able to cheat your way through that and verify with an email you're actually not using, or you can go in and like enter the code, you know, just extra security. So with that done, we now also have the country field in here, and admin is false by default. What we actually want to do is we would like to authenticate the user. So first of all, we need to make sure that we inside our store has an index.js file like this. And then if we go in now and remove this, put in, we can just put this here, await this dot auth dot login Brit, and we're gonna use the local strategy, and we are gonna pass through data here which are gonna contain email, this the form the email, and then we're gonna have password, this the form the password. So let's go in and delete this user, and we also want to go in and refresh the page. But what this ultimately is going to do is going to refresh us to the home page, and it's going to sign us in, so we will be able to see that in the Vue store in a minute. So let's go in and refresh this here and create a new user. And also that's why we have it in try and catch, is because we want to try to see if there's going to be any errors with this, and then we want to catch the error here. So in case there's going to be an error, this console.log e. let's just open up the network tab here to see what could go wrong. Okay, so this is nothing to worry about. This is just because I've been working on another project with NuxtJS and it hasn't deleted the cookie where it redirects you to there. So let's go into Vue. Let's go into Vuex and just load it like this here. You can see we have the user details here, and if we just go in and on the home page, this will only work if you sign in, otherwise you need to put a VF in, but we're just gonna quickly output the name of the user, this.auth.name, and we just need to remove this here, and we need to put in user. And we also need to just put it inside a paragraph. And we have it here, but obviously this will fail if you log out, because it needs to know that we are going to do this if this is not empty. So what we can do now is we can look at how to sign the user in. So inside our register here, let's go in and copy and paste all of this. Go into login, and let's remove this one here, and we also want to get rid of this. We want to say data is gonna be this.form, and we can leave this for now and this for now, and we can leave the name for now. Okay, so let's go in here and remove this one, and let's go in and remove country. And then also, like, one quick thing we can do in here is we can set up a link. Is like already got a user, sign in here, then we can just remove this and call this nlink, and we're gonna say 2, and then we're gonna say auth/login, and in here we're just gonna change this to nlink, say, and call this 2, and we're gonna call auth register, and we're gonna call sign in here. And what we actually gonna do now is we are just signing the user in like we did when we register a user, except for when we're not registering a user right now. And we are gonna just look aside for this for now and just focus on being able to sign in. So let's go in now and take a look at our application here where we set our cookies. So we're gonna remove these cookies. We're gonna refresh the page, and if I go into Vuex just to verify that I'm signed off, we are signed off. Great. So let's go in and say auth login, and let's go in here and try to sign in. So what you should ideally see now is if you go inside Vuex, you should see an object here with the information that you have now signed in, and that's it. This is everything you need here. I will make sure at the end of this video to publish everything to GitHub repo, so there will be a link to that in the description if you want to use any source code. Before I leave this video, I want to go inside the navigation bar inside default version here, and we want to go in here and basically set up a template. So we want to say template me if and then they say logged in. So this one we can actually check if the user is logged in or not. And we're just gonna put like this, and what we are basically doing now is just ensuring that we are not signed in. If we're signed in, we're gonna see a custom one here, so we're gonna go in here and go in and add this here. And for now we're just gonna say the name here, and then afterwards we're gonna create a menu here. So if we now go in and sign out just to test that this is working, let's go inside our application and let's just try to sign in again. Perfect. Now we have the opportunity to log in and register the user with no problem. We can go in and set errors here like we did with the other one. So if we go in here and say then, and then catch, and then if we go inside register all the way down here to the bottom, just copy this one, the thing is here is more likely that the error is gonna be something like we're not gonna customize it, or like the password is wrong or the email is wrong. We are just gonna say the details were wrong because that's more safe. Because if we indicate to the user that both fields or one of the fields is wrong, they might have a better chance of hacking the user. So it's better to go off like that. So if we just one last time here go in, delete our cookies, log in, okay, so we need to I think what we can do for now is we can just wait with that. So like if we just go in, because this is a small thing here and we don't want to put too much into the front end here, like so if we just leave it like this for now, I think that's gonna be all for the login and registration process, except for sending the email verification code, where we're gonna be using Mailtrap or something like that, and then we are after that also gonna go in and create the link so we can verify the user email, and we're gonna be looking at middle walls and stuff like that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.